working on a play written by Jim Leonard Jr., based on a storybook by the author Barry Lopez. And Barry Lopez wrote a children's story called Crow and Weasel that's about the two youngest members of a tribe of animal people living in the plains who make a journey through the northwest United States into Canada, into the Arctic Circle, and meet the native people who live there. In this play, there are a lot of visual challenges. How do we make this visually spectacular and interesting, and how do we incorporate some of the storytelling conventions? Part of what we're working with is using props to help us fuse times and spaces together. And we also, through the support of the foundation, were able to order a set of handcrafted leather unique masks made for this play. How do we challenge ourselves to use our voices in a way where we can be heard even though the mask isn't going to be speaking and we're not going to get visual cues from the face of the actor? And so sometimes we find that we have to reimagine scenes several times, and also playing then with the convention of how do animal people move? How do animal people interact with each other? And then we think about the landscapes they are in. How do we create rivers? How do we show that the river is covered in ice? What happens when we meet caribou for the first time? And all of those, we've come up with sets of conventions of how we're using very simple, basic props on the stage to do that storytelling. Crow and Weasel is performed in the Davis Hall Little Theater. It begins on March the 31st at 7:30, on April the 1st at 7:30, and then there will be a following matinee on April the 8th at 2 p.m., a week later. So if you can't go the first weekend, we hope we will see you the second weekend. Tickets are available through the University Theater Arts Department box office.